parking and elevator access makes life easy. Your neighbors at Pioneer Point hold a welcoming, family-like approach to living. Choosing from an array of special features and options, you'll find many ways to define your lifestyle at Pioneer Point. Call or schedule your tour online today at pioneercare.org.
Keeping you company out on the lakes, the Minnesota Twins, and News Talk 1250 AM KBRF. Depend on it.
Well, no baseball. Glad tomorrow, final home Friday night of the year. Pablo Lopez will pitch as the
just nice to each other for a change. And I don't know about you, but once in a while I find myself being kind of, grumpy. I don't know if that's the right word. But I have zero patience. We all know that. But sometimes I find myself being in kind of a funk just because of all this. It's just kind of negativism out there, you know? Yesterday I was trying to make an appointment at the Social Security office. And I got to tell you, you got to jump through 65 hoops, maybe more.
Wow.
Just to get an appointment at a place that's just down the street. Anyway, I hung in there, but as I look back, I think, God, that guy was really nice, and I think I was pretty short because I thought, really honestly, I bet he asked me no less than 50 questions. Finally, I said, I just want an appointment. Can you just get me an appointment? And finally, after 50 plus questions, it honestly, I bet I was on the phone for 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow, I so don't have time for this today. But as I look back, he was being so respectful and so nice. And ultimately, I did get an appointment. So that's the good news. But the frustration I felt caused me to be pretty darn short. And I thought, you know what? That is how people are behaving today. And now I'm one of them. Don't do that. And I felt like, God, I wish I could call that guy back and say, you know what? You really were really nice through that whole exchange. And I wanted to apologize for being so short. But, oh, boy, wouldn't you give anything for the days when you could dial a phone number and and somebody actually answered and said, hey, how can I help you? Oh, you need him? Absolutely. Let me take a look at the schedule. That's how it used to be. Well, now you got to call someplace and who knows where. It's like securing a little place to put your tent at Maplewood State Park. You have to call California 3 months in advance to get a little campsite. Couldn't we just, call on the phone and actually have somebody answer?
That'd be nice.
And okay, so what do you think about this? Have you gone through a drive up and had AI take your order?
Yep.
What do you think?
It can be frustrating because it's definitely slower. It really, really is. And I understand that they might not have the employees and they might think it's faster, but...
And is that the reason? Is it...
I don't know.
Because that employee who typically says, hey, I see, hey, what can I get for you? What would you like to order? It's that employee who takes the order who actually hands it through the window. So why can they not do both of those things?
I don't know.
And maybe it's just me, old school, just thinking, why has everything just taken the human element out of everything we do and say? I don't love it.
No.
And not that it didn't work. It worked fine. The AI voice took my order. The order was right. There was a happy person at the window. So I should have no complaints. We're just going that way. And nothing makes me crazier, especially when you call another business here in kind of a small community, and the first thing that comes on is an automated voice. Thank you for calling, blah, blah, blah. Push 1 for, push 2 for, push... Somebody answer the phone. I hate it. I just don't like that at all. But again, that's me being my age and stuck in the past, perhaps. But...
ironically, our phones are answered in St. Cloud.
I know they are. Drives me crazy. Yeah. Oh, Derek's going to weigh in.
Gen X. We
Gen
riled
X.
up Gen X, or not Gen X. I'm Gen X. Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z. Okay, so Derek, what do you think?
I just have to say, Mary, you are not too old for that opinion. It is some of the most annoying things. I don't love making phone calls.
I don't either.
But when I do, if I have to go through a system, especially one that's not straightforward, It's so annoying, and it's just cost cutting for companies.
And it's time consuming. And again, my patience level is off the charts. I mean, I just don't have any, and I know that. But I just think, man, we have just taken the personalization out of everything we do.
I saw a video yesterday of this guy was trying to order 6 glazed donuts at Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
And it was an AI system that was like taking his order. So he tried to order, and he said it very clearly, 6 glazed donuts. And it's like, okay, you want 6 glazed donuts, and it left 1. He's like, okay, you still have 1 glazed donut. And it's like, I don't understand, until eventually an employee took over the little system.
Right. So how does that save time or money?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just want to talk to a human being. And in fact, the first thing that this voice told me yesterday, I don't know if you caught the part when I was trying to make an appointment that took 45 minutes to get an appointment. But the first thing they said was, you can do this online. I'm like, yes, I know, but that's why I called you, because I don't want to do it online.
Sometimes when you try and do something online, like, it doesn't work right.
It doesn't work. Or if it's something important and then you think, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Then how do you unwind it? There's nobody there to help. It is so frustrating. Can't people talk to people anymore? You've got people working in your businesses. Can they just pick up the phone? I am so frustrated by that. And it's happening everywhere. You know what else frustrates me? And I don't know why this is. But I went to get gas the other day, and I always get gas there, and it said, nope, we no longer take debit cards.
I ran into that the other day.
I'm like, okay, well then I no longer get gas here.
It's funny though, I think that's...
What is the difference?
I think it's after hours, because that's where I tried.
It was middle of the workday.
Really? Because
yes.
I've gone back to that. I'm guessing it's a little bit further up the hill.
It was, yeah, and it was about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, see, I've tried that at night, and it said they don't take debit cards, but I filled up yesterday.
Wow, payment is payment.
Yeah.
And it's coming right out of my account, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
And if it comes out of my account, you know right there when I'm buying that gas that you're going to get paid for it. And now you're going to, you talk about, again, back to my patience level, none. And when I saw that, I thought, well, I am all done getting gas here.
Yep.
What? Really honest? Are you going to make it harder for me to buy what you're selling?
Yep.
Another frustration.
And it's another thing, you also have to pay in advance or pay at the pump.
Yeah. Which
well, I sort of can see that, because people do drive away.
I get that too, but my problem comes in is my debit. So I got a custom debit card that's a picture of my daughter from about a year or so ago. And the chip doesn't work. I don't know if it's because I got a custom card or just it was a bad thing, but the chip in it doesn't really work, which is really annoying, because everything now looks for the chip.
It sure does.
But it does have tap to pay, and the tap to pay works. So there are certain gas stations that have tap to pay and some that don't. And even though I'm sliding this thing into the machine and it should be able to like read the bar, it only goes for the chip, and then I have to go inside and prepay, and it's the most annoying thing ever. It's like, I want to pay at the pump. I can pay at the pump. Let me pay at the pump.
Yeah, and I mean, we're saving their employees' time and effort. But yeah, so when they decided no more debit cards, and I would like to know why. I feel like there should be a little card taped to the pump that says, here's the reason we no longer take debit cards.
We don't want to be convenient.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm all done getting gas there.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm going to go where they do take my debit card, and I just drove down the street and got gas. So anyway, yeah, pet peeves, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And I feel like all of these pet peeves are in direct relation to poor customer service.
Really is.
Here's another thing that I did. I don't know if I've told you this, but I drove through one morning and I was going to get something for breakfast. Looked at the menu and ordered what I was going to order, taking a look at the price, knew about what it was going to cost, get to the window, and it's twice as much. And I'm like, really? How is that? I said, it said $4.49 or whatever the price was. Oh, yeah, we've raised our prices. We just haven't changed our menu.
Well, legally they can't. It's called bait and switch. They cannot do that.
No. And I said, oh, well, then you can keep my breakfast. I mean, if you don't have the good sense to change your menu, because every single person, when they get to the window, is going to be not happily surprised that it's twice as much as the menu just told me. And to double your price? Yeah. I mean, I can see if things are a little higher these days and you have to charge a little more. I get that. But double? So that was the end of that. I don't get why customer service is just, well, you didn't like it? Tough. There'll be somebody else. But in a town this size, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, because the simple fact is they're going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, and I did.
And that word of mouth is going to go, oh, hey, you don't want to go there.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many people I've told about that either. So fix your menu.
Yeah.
And your prices.
I think by law they have to sell it what they're advertising for.
I think you are right about that. And then I felt sorry for the girl at the window because it's not her fault.
No.
She's just working there. Okay, let's see. Oh, and by the way, just backing up a little bit, I forgot to say this when we played the Waltz campaign ad. When he first posted it on X, and I don't know if you saw it, but oh my goodness, did he get blasted.
Oh, yeah.
It was, well, I thought it was funny. But some of it was really mean and some of it, uncalled for too. So, but wow. But must be all rocks and cows people who are responding like that. Here are 3 construction workers. They actually, and this could be my feel good. They rescued a family from a burning house in Iowa. John Lewis, general manager for this construction company, spotted smoke while driving and rushed inside with colleagues to help the family. The crew helped a mother, grandmother, and a 4-year-old escape before an explosion injured with some of the people inside with some burns. A neighbor assisted when they discovered the boy was trapped upstairs. So he looked over and he saw a trampoline. So he said, I grabbed the trampoline, pulled it out of the ground, and started dragging it to the window. The boy jumped through the smoke onto the trampoline, hit the trampoline, and the guy caught him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Glenwood Fire Chief Matt Gray called them heroes, saying this could have been a totally different outcome if they wouldn't have stepped up and done what they did. Boy, talk about fast thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not everybody thinks that fast on their feet when there's something like that going on. All right. Okay, how about kids leaving for college? It says this. When kids leave home, a lot of them don't anymore.
Yeah.
Or they come back. When kids leave home, they move an average of 400 miles away.
Wow. They really leave home.
I guess. Children relocate an average of almost 400 miles away from home after moving out, creating emotional challenges for parents beyond physical distance. That's hard when kids move out.
Yeah.
But also, and this sounds awful, but you get used to it pretty fast. And then they come home from college and you're like, what are you doing here? Oh, yeah. Oh, I get it. Laundry. Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We used to get the big basket.
I loved when, off to college, and it was always fun when she came home. I always looked forward to it. I'm just teasing. But you do, and I've said this before too, when kids go through high school, they're so busy every year, and you can attest to this,
you
see less and less and less of them. So in essence, they are just getting you ready for when they actually drive out of the driveway for good.
Yep.
And then I think that's why the transition is a little easier maybe than you thought it would be, or that you get used to it a little faster. I'm not hard-hearted or anything. But I was so shocked at how fast you kind of get used to it. But yeah, that's what they say. They
You enjoy quiet.
Well, and it wasn't even, and I what I really missed was all the kids used to kind of hang at our house, which we loved. Sometimes we would go out for dinner on a Saturday night, and as we were driving home, we would bet each other $1 how many cars in the driveway and on the street. And I'm going 10. Well, I'm going 18 tonight. And I mean, sometimes the whole neighborhood had cars parked up and down the the block because there were so many kids hanging out there. But what parent doesn't love to have that?
Yeah.
So that did get a little too quiet for me, and we always enjoyed having all those kids around. So. Wait till you hear this, and I'll wrap up with this. But the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're going to add some more toys. One of those is Connect 4.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Spirograph also makes sense.
I think these are the finalists. I don't know if
These are the finalists.
Yep.
Contenders, you're right. Battleship.
Yep.
Catan, Trivial Pursuit, Cornhole.
Yep.
You know what else they added? Snow. Snow is not a toy. They also added lightsaber, Furby, Tickle Me Elmo. But anyway,
I bet all those but Furby and Tickle Me Elmo.
they added snow to the list. Yeah, of the 12 finalists, snow is one. So now snow is a toy. Just wanted to let you know.
Well, I mean, I played in snow when I was a kid.
Well, I know, but it's not a toy. You can't buy snow.
Oh, yes, you can.
Well, I guess you could make it. You'd have somebody make it for you, but okay, that's a little funny, isn't it?
Derek, what do you think? Can you buy snow?
I was gonna say, I'm sure I would happily sell someone the snow off of my driveway.
Yeah. Come and get it, right?
Exactly.
You pick up. Oh boy, maybe let's try that this winter. We've got one of the National Toy of the Year. We've got it in our yard in abundance. You pick up. How's that?
Let's not jinx it. I don't want a blizzard every other week.
No, me
The
neither.
snow gods
Me
have,
neither.
rained down on KBRF.
Yeah.
You were mocking us. Now here's another 4 feet.
Okay, well, if we get that, I guess Derek and I will have to take the heat, huh? All right. Well, that is going to wrap it up for the week. Thank you for joining us. Our show today and every day brought to us by Pioneer Care and by Fergus Monument Company. Have a great day.